She told her mother she was dumping me. "I can't live with a man who thinks sleeping with my rich boss is a big deal," she said, laughing, as if infidelity were a joke I didn't understand. I remember standing in the hallway, just out of sight. Her voice carried through the door like a blade, clean, sharp, deliberate. Her mother didn't even sound surprised. "You'll find better," she said. That was the moment I stopped being her husband. I stayed silent, not because I was weak, but because silence is the sharpest weapon. We'd been married 7 years, long enough for me to memorize her rhythms, how she tapped her nails when lying, how she smiled wider when hiding something. I built our home, our future. She built connections, followers, fantasies. She worked for a man named Callahan, CEO, moneyed, charming in that predatory way. I'd met him once at her office gala. His handshake lingered on her wrist. His eyes slid where they shouldn't. That was the first sign. The second came 3 months later. Perfume on her collar, the wrong brand. The third was the shift in her tone when she said my name, like it was an inconvenience. By the time I saw the messages, I wasn't even angry, just awake. "When can I see you again? He won't suspect anything. I told him I'm working late." I didn't confront her. I just took screenshots, archived her emails, recorded every lie she fed me for 3 weeks. The evidence didn't hurt. It focused me. When she finally told me she wanted a divorce, I agreed to everything. The house, the car, the savings. I didn't even ask for explanations. She smirked, relieved. "You're making this easier than I thought." I nodded. "You deserve everything." Her relief was my first victory. What she didn't know, I'd already been working quietly with a forensic accountant. Every account, every joint investment, every business asset tied to my name had been traced, rerouted, and locked, legally. I'd learned her boss's company wasn't as clean as it looked. Offshore accounts, creative bookkeeping, a few gray areas that wouldn't survive daylight. And my wife, loyal as ever, had signed her name on a few key transactions, compliance approvals she'd barely read before clicking accept. All I had to do was wait. A month after she moved out, her lawyer called mine. A polite, predictable man with a voice that trembled slightly, like he wasn't used to chaos. He started calmly. Then he saw the files I'd submitted, the compliance records, the timestamps, the digital trail leading directly from her account to her boss's fraudulent shell company. "Why didn't you tell me about this?" he asked. His voice cracked. My lawyer only smiled. "Because we just found it." I imagine her face when she got that call, the way her breath must have hitched when she realized she wasn't walking away with anything, but walking into something instead. Corporate investigation, possible criminal negligence, her golden future tarnished. Callahan cut her off within hours, publicly distanced himself, deleted photos. She was left holding the blame, exactly where it belonged. 2 weeks later, she came to my house. Not our house, my house now. She'd signed it away without reading the final clause. She stood at the door, eyes wild. "You set me up." I met her stare. Calm, even. "No, you set yourself up. I just kept the receipts." Her voice broke. "You destroyed me." I almost laughed. "No, I let you destroy yourself. I just made sure everyone could see it." For the first time, she had nothing to say. No excuses, no tears that could buy her sympathy. Just silence. The same silence I'd given her. The story spread faster than I expected. Her resignation letter went out quietly, but the whispers didn't stop. Callahan's company faced an audit. My name stayed clean. I didn't tell anyone what she'd done. I didn't have to. The truth doesn't need a narrator. It just needs patience. Sometimes I replay that day in my mind. Her words, her arrogance, the way she dismissed everything we built. I used to think betrayal was a single act, but it's not. It's a process, a slow corrosion. And revenge? Revenge isn't rage, It's restoration. When her lawyer tried to negotiate a settlement, I told mine to decline. No further contact. No pity. She could rebuild her life somewhere else, under her own name this time. I didn't hate her anymore. That's the strangest part. Hate burns too fast. It leaves nothing to hold. But control? That's sustainable. Last week, I saw her again, by accident. Grocery store. She looked smaller somehow, thinner, eyes darting like a hunted thing. She saw me too, and froze. I smiled. Not cruelly, just knowingly. She knew I wouldn't speak, that I didn't need to. She finally understood what I'd never said. Silence isn't surrender. It's the sound of someone burying you, quietly, perfectly, completely.